So what position did you play growing up? Or positions did you play growing up?
I started with playing center.
Okay,
of
because you were
course,
tall.
I was a tall kid.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and I literally didn't grow. So middle school, I played forward or number 4. High school was 3.
Okay.
And college was 2.
Okay, got it. But I mean, it's so good that you got to experience all of the basketball and you learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, looking back at it, what were some of the most memorable times or the biggest lessons that basketball has taught you?
Okay, so it's mostly about team sport.
Yes.
But so I thought that I was a pretty good player until when I was in high school, right? I was captain the whole time from elementary school, middle school, and high school. But then when I entered college, and that was a Division I college, everybody else but me was recruited into the program. I was the only one who walked in.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's when I realized, like, I suck.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I experienced, like, mostly be on the bench and not much court time, like playing time. And I thought that, so up until high school, being a captain, and I have to talk to the team, you know, you motivate the teammates, you know, all of that talk, right? And I thought I understood how everybody else feels, right? Especially those who didn't get much playing time. But when I actually entered college and being in that place, I realized I did not understand them. And that's some of the comment that I actually received. Like, you don't think about us, you know, from those...
the people not playing as much.
Yeah. And I thought I did, but then that was their comment to me. And I was hurt at the time, like, because I was trying to understand, right? But so that's when I really realized you will not understand unless you experience it. Yeah, so that kind of became my life philosophy. Like, don't pretend like you understand unless you did experience it. Yeah,
that's a great message, because I mean, a lot of us, I think that's what makes you a great athletic trainer too, is that, you know, the more that we can experience, and sometimes we won't experience like injuries or things firsthand, but as you start to try to put yourself in the other person's shoes, and the more that we try to be understanding and empathetic, that really helps you to become a better practitioner or provider. So it's great to hear, you know, all of these things. And I think everyone goes through this at some time, right? You get almost like a epiphany, or a light bulb goes off, like, okay, this is what it really means, or this is what, you know, helps me to understand more. So it's good to hear that. Did you play basketball all 4 years in college?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even though, you know, it might not have been the way that you would have liked to, you know, get more playing time and everything, it still taught you all of these lessons. And how was collegiate basketball in Japan? Was it pretty competitive?
It was very competitive. Back in the day, was all about volume of the practice.
Got it.
So we practice until we cannot run anymore. That was the type of practice that I've been through.
Yes.
I think that's why I hate running, because I ran too much. We ran too much. Yeah, but in college, so I tore my ACL. This is another experience that I could utilize. Practicing athletic training. So I tore my ACL in high school, and that kind of haunted me throughout the rest of my basketball career. I never really regained the full strength of the injured leg, and I think that contributed to a stress fracture of my tibia and calcaneus, and I also tore my rectus femoris on the same side. So a whole bunch of injury happened during the college time. But that also got me interested in injuries and rehab and helping other teammates who also are injured. And that like supportive aspect of being a teammate, I kind of discovered that during the college time.
Perfect that you brought that up. So that was going to be my next question. You know, going over the injuries that you've experienced, but also practicing year round, obviously you saw people get injured, right? So let's start there. Like, throughout middle school and high school, Were there a lot of injuries that you were seeing?
Not
Okay.
as much as college,
Got it.
but I do remember a couple of the injuries from each time, elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of our teammates broke something, ankle.
Yeah.
I don't know, at the time, but she had the big cast and on crutches, and I was interested.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
right.
injuries always fascinated me, and I wanted to know more about it.
Got it.
And then in middle school, nobody really had a severe injury, mostly ankle sprains. But
it.
every time ankle sprain happened, I will be the first one being there, taking off the shoes, and
Yes.
we don't have athletic trainers.
Yes.
We still don't most high
Most,
schools
yeah.
or even college. So coaches or PE teachers are the one that are there to help us. Yeah, but I was always the one who wanted to be around and help.
And help, yes.
Yeah. And I had ankle sprain when I was in middle school. So that was my first ankle sprain
Got
I
it.
so remember.